project for the eMagine contest. It was a 4-week project, and this is what the end result was. And what I tried to learn was to use Photoshop. In what Photoshop is just manipulating a photo. And so I guess I'll just show you how I did some of the things. For these pictures on these back walls here, what I did was I took this one, rotated it by going into edit, and then there's the free transform. And if I can find another picture, just use the same picture on a different page, or not. Alright, and then what I did, as soon as I get this loaded in, what I did was I took one picture and I just put it on top of this one. So I gave it a new layer, or when you drag and drop stuff, it'll put a new layer on it. So I'll just grab this picture and not that. Oh dear. So you take it, make it like this, and then you adjust the image size, or yeah, and you can change it to something a bit smaller, like 1000 or 1080 p, and then it'll shrink it. Zoom in, use your grab mouse tool, and pull it over and drop it in, and just click OK, and then you'll press Command T, and that's the free transform tool, and you can rotate it any way you want, and then you can also stretch it or shrink it or yada yada yada. So you drop it like that, drag it where you want it, and then click enter, and it'll place it, and then you can move it around. And that's how I did that one with the Slenderman page. Then for this layer right here, which is the Pac-Man layer, and it's supposed to be on a white screen or a screen projector. And what I did was I took a Pac-Man picture, dragged and dropped it just like I did from this to dropping it here, clicking OK, and then changing its opacity to something like 76 or something like that. And since the Pac-Man picture is on a whiteboard and it's got nothing behind it, it'll look like it's being projected and not like it's been dragged and dropped, and you can see through it and stuff, like you can see the picture behind it. Yeah, that's how I did that one, or that layer. For this layer, I took 2 different pictures. I took this picture with this yellow light right here, and I put Herobrine on top of this picture, and then I cut out this by doing it using the eraser tool, bigger brush, and then still too small. Yeah, that'll be fine. And you just erase, click at the bottom layer, erase this layer if that's what you have. I have it set up a different way, but you erase it, and then you can put stuff behind it where that is, because it's just the picture's gone. And from there you can like drop, or you can drag things like this layer. You can pull it under, yeah, but what you do is you layer, I think. And then you can do it. And then you drag and drop it under this layer. And you can't see it right now, but if I hit this layer, no. There. Well, you can see that when you remove this layer, it's there behind it. You get the idea, I guess. And then for the torches, what I did was I did the duplicate layer thing. And then what you do is you put your torches where you want them. And then you can take a brush, and you take a brush like this, and what you do is you'll choose a brush, you'll change the hardness to a really soft, something like this, which is 0, soft round pressure brush, and then you raise up that to make the brush bigger, and then you'll go around it and you'll just lightly etch around it, and it'll slowly give it a yellowish hue. And then what I did to make the overall color of the picture warm, at least, or this yellowy kind of color, is what you do is you'll go into no, not layer. You go into adjustments, and then, or not adjustments, it's like effect or filter. Yeah, it's filter. And what you'll do is you'll change, it's one of these in here. You'll change how the color is and the colorization, and I think it's pixelate or render. There, lighting effects is under render, and it'll go into this mode, and as soon as it figures out what it's doing, it'll give you a light source kind of thing, and what you can do with that is move it around, or you can just get rid of it and come up with your own design. And you click color, and you click more of a yellowy orangey color to give it the effect like the like what a torch would look like, and that's just the orangey yellowy color. And you can change the intensity of it, which is how much it will shine. It might not work on this picture because this picture's all kind of screwed up, and I think it's on the wrong layer. But you'll come into here, and you can change where all your light will be coming out of, and it'll come from this top point right here, and then you shoot down, and you can move it. See, you can see that's where the spotlight is. It's just this little area right here, and you can rotate it from here, or you can change its length by making it wider or skinnier. You can give it the new spotlight, which is just this, like it's an exposed bulb kind of thing, and then an infinite light, which would be a light that's just kind of coming from it everywhere. And then you can give it a custom kind of look, and I think what I did was soft spotlight, which, yeah, it's on the wrong layer, but what it does is it'll slowly make it, or it'll pan out slowly and make everything not as intense, but it's still kind of intense. But anyway, from that, there, what you'll do is it'll make everything yellowy, and you can adjust it to how you want, and then from there you can right click, and you can merge or flatten them. And merge and flatten, all of them is just the same. It's just when merge visible, that's just the ones you can see. It's not the ones that are like you can't see that are behind or the eyes checked off. So if we flatten it, it'll become one big background layer, which this and the color which is behind this layer, but you can't see it because this layer is covering it up. And yeah,